This is ABC 7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening. I'm Haley Wilkes.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us. Our top story tonight, the chief of the Punta Gorda Police Department taking some responsibility for a deadly training exercise there.
Officer Lee Cole shot and killed 73-year-old Mary Knowlton Tuesday night during a shoot, don't shoot training scenario with the Citizens Police Academy. Witnesses say Officer Cole shot Knowlton several times. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley has been following this story. He joins us now live from Punta Gorda with more on what an eyewitness says happened. Christopher.
Well, good evening, Scott and Haley. We spoke earlier today to Sue Paquin. She's a freelance photographer for the Charlotte Sun newspaper down here. She was assigned on Tuesday night to cover the Citizens Police Academy. The Citizens Police Academy started out like any other for Sue Paquin. She was sent to photograph the 35 members of the community learning what the police department does. She took these pictures of Mary Knowlton.
When the officer came out, he was supposed to be like looking through a car. She came out to question him. He went around the front. Then there were shots.
Knowlton fell to the ground, but no one knew what happened.
My brain is saying she's going to get up and okay, maybe she just got hurt, but she'll be okay. You just never think it's going to end that way.
Knowlton was taken to Lee Memorial Hospital, where she later died. For Paquin, photographing the shooting was a moment out of time, and it's left her reflecting.
How quickly things can change. Split second, and lives are over.
The shooter was later identified as Officer Lee Cole, a man Paquin knows, but not very well.
I've photographed him at events. You know, he was a dog handler, and he would put on displays for the people. So not really interaction, but I knew him as Officer Cole, the dog handler.
Cole was involved in another incident involving his canine, but we're told that incident is under civil litigation at the moment. For now, Officer Cole is on administrative leave, pending the investigation by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. On Thursday, a clearly emotional chief of police, Tom Lewis, took full responsibility.
As your chief of police, I accept full responsibility for the actions of my department, my officers, and the bottom line is I am 100% accountable.
And tonight, grief counselors are on hand from Tidewell Hospice. They are here to help anyone who is grieving. Reporting live in Punta Gorda, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Christopher. The Punta Gorda police chief says they are also offering counseling to Mary Knowlton's family as well as to police. The chief says that FDLE's investigation will likely take 2 to 4 weeks.
A corridor in the heart of Sarasota is safer tonight after a 3-week targeted operation. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies spent the last 20 days cracking down on criminal activity, specifically in the neighborhoods north and south of Bee Ridge Road. The Sheriff's Office used information from their patrol units and Crime Stoppers tips to track down known offenders and follow up on suspected drug use, thefts, burglaries, and other crimes. They went door to door talking to residents about what they've noticed in their neighborhoods. The operation resulted in 39 arrests on dozens of felony and misdemeanor charges. Deputies also issued 168 traffic citations.
When we let them know, hey, this is why we're here, nothing for you to be concerned about, but this is why. They know we're doing our job, we're using our resources the right way, and they're safe.
Sarasota County Sheriff's Office has conducted similar operations in North Sarasota as well as the southern end of the county.
A Sarasota man faces a slew of charges after sheriff's deputies say he ran out on his bar tab and led them on a chase. This is surveillance video from the sheriff's office helicopter. Deputies say Jacob Davis walked out of Miller's Ale House without paying his $26 bill on Tuesday. He sped off toward the Gator Creek Golf Club. Deputies chased Davis until he started going dangerous speeds. They were able to close in on him thanks to that surveillance. Deputies say that Davis has an extensive criminal record.
Both law enforcement and residents have concerns about a sandbar party planned off Longboat Key this weekend. Marine Max Sarasota is putting on what they're calling Aquapalooza. They say it's the largest party on the water planned for this Saturday on the sandbar off the private residential island of Jewfish Key on the north end of Longboat Key. Marine Max and Longboat Key police say they've gone through the proper permitting process, but some people who live nearby are worried about the excessive noise they're used to dealing with already on that sandbar.
I find it very disrespectful. We've heard it as late as 3 o'clock in the morning.
It doesn't bother me a bit because I remember when I was young, that's what we did. It's a holiday. This is a vacation spot.
The Facebook event page says the party will run from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. on Saturday. And while the sandbar is open to the public, MarineMax is only expecting their boat clients to be a part of the Aquapalooza. Longboat Key Police say they will be out making sure people are adhering to the law. Smoke on the Sarasota Bayfront today. Around 1 o'clock this afternoon, firefighters were called to the bay near Marina Jack. A fire broke out in the engine compartment of an 80-foot yacht. 2 people were on board at the time, but they got off the boat safely. Crews had to break some windows to get to the fire, and they were able to get it under control within about 10 minutes. No word yet on what caused the fire or the extent of the damage to that boat.
A no swim advisory that's been in place for a week in Venice has now been lifted. Sarasota County health officials received water testing results today for the Venice Fishing Pier beach. They say the results show the bacteria is at safe levels. Beachgoers can return to swimming and other water sports at the beach. The no swim advisory signs are being removed.
Good news.
Yeah, as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, we waited a while for that one.
Yeah.
Let's get over and check on the weather right now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Hey, Bob.
Hey, back to basics again. We've got the showers and storms developing along the east coast breeze. It's now into central Florida. It's heading toward our coast. We'll see some late night showers and storms developing as this area of low pressure continues to work its way slowly off to the west right now. Very persistent area of low pressure. High pressure continuing to develop east of the state at the surface anyway, and that is allowing us to see a few showers and a few storms developing along that sea breeze front. They haven't been all that active, but I think once they run into the west coast sea breeze, which is parked just inland about 4 or 5 miles or so, they will have a good opportunity to develop into some pretty hefty showers and a few thunderstorms as well through the later evening hours as opposed to the late afternoon hours. Again, the heaviest rain east of Arcadia and into Highlands County. More in our forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern is joining us now. And Richard, gold medals all around on Wall Street.
Haley, you've got it absolutely right. Michael Phelps and the women's gymnastics team have nothing on us here at Wall Street. Today, for the first time since December of 1999, all 3 major indexes that we follow on a daily basis closed at record highs. Record highs, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P. Technology stocks were very strong. Retail stocks surprisingly strong. Oil was stable, and at the high of the day, the Dow was up by more than 140 points. So happy days are here again. Let's take a look at the numbers, and indeed, records they are. The Dow Jones Industrial Average did close at 18,613.52, a gain of almost 118 points, more than 0.6% on heavy volume of 807 million shares. The NASDAQ, again a record, up 24 points, almost 0.5%, closing at 5,228.40, also on heavy volume of 1,909 million shares. And there's record number 3, the S&P, up more than 10 points, almost 0.5%, closing at 2,185.79. Well, lots of news today from Macy's. Some of it very good, some of it not so much. Shares of Macy's, if you happen to be a stockholder, you had quite a day. Its shares were up by almost 18% today. Why? Well, the company announced earnings and said that sales, while down, were not down as much as expected, and earnings, while up barely, were higher than most people expected. Now for the bad news. Macy's, which closed 41 stores in the last 12 months, now says it is going to close 100 additional stores between now and the end of the year 2017. Those 100 stores have a combined revenue of $1 billion as things go more and more to the internet, and so far absolutely no word from Macy's on which stores might be involved.
We'll wait on that. And another store chain to talk about, and that's Bed Bath & Beyond.
I think my wife supports that store all by itself, but I'll get killed for that one, so I shouldn't have said that. That being said, the stock was up 3.5% today. Again, retail was strong. Bed Bath & Beyond, a very, very strong performance.
Well, Richard, to make your wife feel better, I support both of these stores, the failing one and the one that's doing well.
Good deal.
Speaking of, thank you, Richard, Macy's has not said which stores will be closed or how many employees will be affected. We spoke to some shoppers today about their thoughts on the closings in the event that any affected locations are on the Suncoast.
That's crazy. it's very disturbing what's happening with our economy.
I like their quality. I can't understand why they want to close their stores. It's a ridiculous thing to do.
The Macy's move is the latest in a wave of store closures struggling to compete with online shopping. Walmart plans to shut down 269 stores this year, affecting 16,000 workers. And Sports Authority, once the nation's largest sporting goods retailer, is shutting all 450 of its stores, including 5 on the Suncoast, after filing for bankruptcy. Other retailers like Target, JCPenney, Sears, and Kohl's have also pulled the plug in recent months at some locations.
People are shopping more online, you know.
I know. It's easy to do because you're sitting right there. Although I still like the in-the-store feel. You can see everything up close and, you know.
Especially with clothes.
With clothing, yeah, for sure.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, attacks on the campaign trail. Both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump go after each other's weaknesses.
And ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast. Plus, Florida takes the top spot in a not-so-great list. Why mothers in the Sunshine State may have to pay the most to have a baby.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
Welcome to the all-new Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice.
Seymour smiles.
Seymour selection of quality new and pre-owned vehicles.
Seymour for your trade-in.
Seymour savings.
Discover the new Buick and get cash back for up to 16% of the MSRP on select 2016 Buick vehicles. That's nearly $8,000 cash back on this Buick LaCrosse.
Seymour now at Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Go to SeymourBuickGMC.com.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Do you have what it takes to become a champion? The Sarasota YMCA Shark Swim Team has been developing champions since 1961. Fall swim team tryouts for kids ages 6 through 18 are being held August 15th through the 18th and August 22nd to the 25th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Tryouts are held at the Evelyn Sadler Jones Branch, YMCA's Selby Aquatic Center. For more information, visit sarasotaymca.org/sharks.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton continue to poke at each other's vulnerabilities.
Both candidates out campaigning today. Trump in Florida, while Clinton is addressing the economy in Michigan. ABC's Karen Travers has the latest.
Hillary Clinton says Donald Trump is all doom and gloom.
When he visited Detroit on Monday, he talked only of failure, poverty, and crime.
He is missing so much about what makes Michigan great.
Clinton speaking on the economy in Michigan, just like Trump on Monday. Going second has its benefits. She used her speech to pick apart the economic plan he unveiled there.
He would give trillions in tax cuts to big corporations, millionaires, and Wall Street money managers. That would explode our national debt.
Trump today, in some ways, preaching to the choir, the National Association of Home Builders.
I grew up with a home builder, and I'd watch my father or listen to my father negotiate on the phone.
The Republican nominee spoke about the economy, but also kept up his latest attack.
I call President Obama and Hillary Clinton the founders of ISIS. They're the founders. In fact, I think we'll give Hillary Clinton the, if you're on a sports team, most valuable player, MVP.
The latest ABC News electoral map heavily favors Clinton, with 6 states rated toss-ups. But Team Clinton is looking to make a push in at least 2 of those lean Republican states, Georgia and Arizona.
We're going to have a national race because the map is so big for Hillary Clinton now, and the map has become much smaller for Donald Trump.
Patty Davis, the daughter of Ronald Reagan, who survived an assassination attempt, with a message for Donald Trump. Words matter, and his comments about the Second Amendment could inspire violence. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Federal judicial vacancies are not being filled quickly enough in Florida. That's according to one government watch group. Integrity Florida says the administration of timely justice could be impacted if the U.S. Senate does not confirm nominees to fill open judgeships in a timelier manner. The state has 37 federal judges, and there are currently 4 vacancies. One slot has been open for a year and a half. President Obama has nominated replacements for each of those openings, but so far the Senate has not acted on any of them. And we're still talking hurricanes because we're in the middle of the season. We haven't even reached the peak of the season.
Right. The bulk of the storms, actually 80% of them occur from about mid-August through early October. So we've got the heart of the season to go yet, the NOAA hurricane forecast have revised it up a little bit, and there's due to a couple of factors. And we are expecting now 12 to 17 named storms that had been at 10 to 15. So that's gone up. And then 5 to 8 hurricanes, that was at 4 to 6. And then 2 to 4 major hurricanes with winds in excess of 110 miles an hour. And the average is 3. We are anticipating 2 to 4. We haven't had any major storms yet this season. We have had 2 hurricanes, one in January with Alex and one just recently. So that number should now read 3 to 3 to 7 or 3 to 6 hurricanes anticipated. So the reason why they're changing this is because we're expecting to see more activity coming off the coast of Africa, increased number of these tropical waves. Normally we see about 60 a year, and of those 60, 10 become tropical cyclones. Well, we could see more than 60, and that means a little bit better chance for these storms to develop. And El Nino is fading away. In fact, all the models are indicating that it's pretty much gone now, and we're heading into a neutral, normal hurricane wind flow. Last year, we had all this strong wind shear throughout the Atlantic, and that was a result of El Nino, but now we're not going to see that, at least in the Atlantic. The Caribbean will still see some shear there, but the water temperatures are expected to be marginal as far as that goes in terms of, looks like development, and we'll see how it plays out. All it takes is one storm to make it an active season, however. A beautiful day today out on the beaches. The first part of this week, it was terrible out there, but lately it's been pretty nice. As far as the photos go, we had some nice photos sent in yesterday, and this one of a bird flying by Tom Bennett Park right there. Joanne Glim sending this one in. And also Palmyra, very stormy weather last night. We're going to see similar storms, I think, develop later on this evening as the East Coast breeze makes its way all the way over to the West Coast. West Coast, not very active this afternoon, but it's still there. And as the two kind of meet here in the next couple of hours, we'll start to see more and more storms firing up. So they may linger through the evening a little bit longer. Current conditions 90. The heat index feels very hot, 100 degrees if you factor in the dew point. Winds are out of the west at 11. The pressure 30.02 inches, and that has been holding steady for the most part. 90 in Jacksonville. 1 degree cooler in Orlando, and temperatures in the inland areas in the low to mid 90s in some cases earlier today. It's now 92 in Mayaca City, Lakewood Ranch at 92, Braden Beach right on the water 85, Inglewood at 87, and Northport at 88 degrees. Well, this particular model showing these storms still firing up as late as 9, 10 o'clock tonight, and eventually moving into the Gulf and weakening. We look for a nice day to start off tomorrow morning. And then we'll see showers and storms a little bit earlier, and it could be a little stronger too. In the atmosphere, a little bit more instability on Friday afternoon and evening. And we'll repeat the same thing on Saturday and in through the weekend with a very active sea breeze front, which is typical for this time of year. Well, in the tropics, no tropical trouble right now. We're watching a tropical wave make its way through the eastern Caribbean. And this area of low pressure, thankfully, has been over land for the last 7 days and not developing much. 102 in Dallas, 98 in Kansas City, all the way up to 94. Warmer in Detroit than it is right here along the Sun Coast, and we're there at 94. Late day storms for Friday. Once again, southeast winds turn to the southwest. Seas running 2 feet or less. Water temperature starting to warm back up after a few cloudy days. It's at 88. High tide at 9:20 tonight. Low tide will be at 1:41. Tonight's forecast, a few late evening storms. Otherwise, partly cloudy after midnight. 77 for a low. Tomorrow, summer pattern sticking around with a good chance for late day storms. A high of 90. The extended forecast does call for a chance for showers and storms over the next 7 days. High temperatures in the low 90s. Scott?
Bob, thank you. In Suncoast Traffic Watch, no crashes in the area right now. We are seeing a lot of red on the map, though, mostly in Manatee County along some of the main arteries. And the same in Sarasota County. Some of the roads leading out to I-75 busy in places, but the interstate looking pretty good tonight. Pretty much all green except for a stretch near Fruitville Road. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, Americans pay the highest birthing costs in the world, with the average delivery costing about $10,000 plus another $5,000 for a C-section. Wallet Hub compared birth costs in all 50 states plus D.C., as well as health care accessibility and baby friendliness. In the analysis, Florida charged the highest for both conventional and C-section deliveries. It was the cheapest to have a C-section in Maryland and a traditional delivery in North Dakota. Sarasota Memorial Hospital tells us as a public hospital, its costs are lower than the state average, and the hospital offers charity care and discount programs for un- and underinsured women. Eli Lilly and Company says an interim analysis of its late-stage study testing its breast cancer drug by an independent panel showed that the treatment did not meet the effectiveness criteria, but the panel recommended that the company continue the full trial. The trial is designed to evaluate the safety and efficacy of this drug in combination with an anti-estrogen drug in patients with a form of advanced breast cancer. The trial will continue into the first half of 2017. Some smokers fear that quitting will result in losing friends, but the opposite seems to be true, according to a new study. Smokers often express they worry quitting the habit will alienate them from their friends who also smoke. But according to a study published in the journal Nicotine and Tobacco Research, people who quit actually gained non-smoking friends. Over a 3-year period, researchers found those who had quit by year 1 and 2 had experienced social shifts, usually to less contact with smokers, but to larger social networks overall. Coming up, a massive blaze takes over an apartment complex and several people are still unaccounted for. Plus, it's a cheesy mess at a baseball game, how this fan ended up with a full face of nachos.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
So, you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So, pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half-mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. Independence U, for an independent you.
1-800-350-9872.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
2 people are dead after a massive fire took over an apartment complex in Maryland. A witness captured the large flames on camera from just a few feet away. Residents found creative ways to escape the building. Some climbed out of a window onto a waiting fire ladder. Others jumped from the upper story balconies and dropped their children from windows. Witnesses reported hearing a loud thump.
And all I heard was a big boom, and it sounded like an earthquake.
5 to 7 people are still unaccounted for. 2 firefighters were also hurt. Authorities are investigating what caused it. In western New York, around 200 people have been forced from their homes because of a massive fire at a tire recycling plant. Fire officials say the overnight blaze is contained but not under control. The fire is at the High Tread International. That's a former paper mill in Lockport, New York. That's now used to store and shred tires. No homes have been damaged and there are no injuries. Crews have been drawing water from the nearby Erie Canal to douse the flames, and tanker trucks have been hauling water from a nearby county. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
The U.S. Army, along with preservation officials, are working to protect and document an amazing find along Hawaii's coastline. Shifting sand and the tide have revealed images carved into the underlying sandstone. The carved images, or petroglyphs, were discovered by a couple walking along the beach. Since then, up to 10 carvings have been uncovered. Officials believe they're at least 400 years old. Experts believe these figures may have been carved by the island's original inhabitants. There's a new baby bonobo at Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. The zoo says that this is the 8th bonobo born at the zoo. The animals are endangered. They're great apes native to the Democratic Republic of Congo in Central Africa. The baby will be on view with its mother and other members of the Great Ape exhibit every day, weather permitting.
A cheesy catch for a baseball fan on Wednesday. Take a look. A Pittsburgh Pirates fan saw the foul ball coming his way. In fact, it was so close he could taste it. Man tried to catch the ball with his left hand while holding nachos in the right. And not only does he miss the ball, the nachos end up all over his face and shirt. Double fail. The team didn't have a happy ending to the game either. They lost 4-0 to the Padres. You know, we've seen people holding babies.
Trying to catch foul ball. I mean, sometimes they do catch them.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's just not worth it. That we've also seen tragic accidents. I mean, this one wasn't tragic, but this reminds me of being at a Cubs game, sitting in the bleachers, which is notoriously crazy. And a guy threw nachos at another guy's face in the stands.
Why?
Just over some kind of play. I mean, it was 2 fans again. They got into a fight, and the guy just slammed him with nachos. That's a Cubs game for you. It's always exciting.
That hot cheese can hurt.
Yeah, it can. It's really gross and sticky, too.
Yeah.
Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, revitalizing a stretch in Bradenton.
2 new hotels may soon go up there, while the location would be a prime spot for visitors.
We are delighted to have Dr. Kaminsky join our team at the Totola Cancer Center.
I'm a radiation oncologist. I was at the National Institutes of Health, most recently at the Medical College of Georgia, specialized in central nervous system cancers, prostate cancers, and other types. At the Totola Cancer Center, we have a level of technology that is second to none.
He has a great wealth of knowledge and shares the same passion that we have for patient care.
My family and I are happy to be here in Sarasota and excited to treat our patients here at the Detola Cancer Center.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle, for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family-owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Welcome back, two of my favorite guests, Cash 3 and Play 4.
Surprise! We're Pick 3 and Pick 4 now.
Whoa!
But we still play exactly the same. We just got a fresh new look.
Speaking of surprises, I have one for you. Say hello to Pick 2 and Pick 5!
Introducing the complete Pick family of games.
We're family now.
The new Pick 2 and Pick 5 have joined Pick 3 and Pick 4 to give you more choices in your daily gameplay. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Temperatures are rising, and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for just $26,999 and get an additional $1,000 off with a trade-in. Hurry! Time is running out to get the new Dodge Journey for just $15,999. And right now, get up to $10,000 off a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.